always something new, always something interesting here on Beaver Lake. But we're going out crappie fishing, but what we're going to do is we're going to use a longer rod than what we did last year. Last year we used a 7 or 7.5 foot rod, and we reached out to them. That was okay. But this year we're going to stretch it out. We're going to try something different because B&M Pole Company actually has Buck's Gold jig pole. That's right. And it's easy to tell that's what a person's using because of the color of the rod that's on there. And so a lot of great features that it has on there. So we'll run through them. It has IM8 graphite construction. That's the blank. Durable yet sensitive. Stiff action. Gives you a lot of backbone. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop down like a 1/32 ounce if they get real picky, or 1/16 ounce, and we're going to use just a split shot above it. And then that's what we're going to use to fish with this rod. So we're pretty excited. As you can see, the handle, the cork is that's all premium stuff right there. That's going to fit real good in our hand, and it's going to feel real good. So we're going to match the gold jig pole with the 75th anniversary reel. It has 6-pound test on. So we're not venturing to try and boat swing a lot of them, the heavier ones in. But that should match up pretty good. Actually, it looks pretty good, gold on gold. So we're gonna thread this up, and like I said, we're gonna go from tree to tree, and I have the trees all marked, so that'll work good. This is a 12-foot rod, so it is a long rod. Man, it just feels good. So that's one thing that we like about that. And when we get to the end, we're going to find us a jig to put on this and a split shot. Like I said, we're actually probably going to use a 1/16 ounce because we're still early. Last year we went to a 1/32 ounce, and it was all you had to do is get it close to them and the bite was on. That was pretty awesome, that's for sure. So jig heads, if I'm lucky, I have some already done up. Oh, look at that. Little tiny chartreuse on its head. Oh, there's my scissors. Here we go. So, let's see here. Here we go. This is a 1/8. We'll start with that, but if they don't like that, we're going to change. We're going to just keep going lighter and lighter, smaller. So we'll start out with the whole one of those. And the water's up 7 foot, 7.5 foot on Beaver. So we're not seeing any, we're really not seeing the majority of these trees that are out here. They're just all marked on the map. And so we just watch the map, and that's where we go. And so that's a scope-eye jig head. Love them because they have a wire keeper, and that's gonna allow me to use that one bait until I lose it in a tree or something to that effect. And then Pico also has a complete line of like Vanguard tackle, which is pretty cool, these round dial packs. And I'm gonna start with not the heaviest split shot, but pretty good size one, so it'll get down. That's the beauty of this, is dial pack, you just get whichever one that you want. And here we go. Water's semi-clear, so we'll put it right in there. Right there. Pretty much have enough, loose enough so that I can slide it up or down. And that's the rig that I'm gonna use right there. Just a split shot, small jig. If they don't like, if that jig head, if they turn off that jig head the first time, I'm gonna switch right away and go to a smaller one, because they can be really finicky up in these trees. And plus there's some black crappie in here, and they like the smaller baits. Let's see how this feels. Oh, nice. That's what I thought. I thought we would get that extra length out, and then by getting the extra length out, it's getting it farther away from the, first of all, getting it farther away from the trolling motor. What? Woo. Oh Lord, look at that. This is my first one on the gold jig pole, B&M. Oh my gosh, not a giant, but man was it fun. Dude, gold. It's pretty fun so far. That was, like I said, that was the first one. I never fished this pool before, but it gives you long enough. That one I pitched too, and so we'll go back to it, see what else we can find. Nice. Number two. Now we're starting to get it right here. This is more the size that we're looking for. Wow, I gave this pole all it could, but it still drove the hook into this, and that's what we're looking for. Golly, 12-foot rod. It's fun right here in the live well. Choo, wee. That's what the drag says anyway. Wee. Oh, dude, this is gonna be a good one. Good heavy one. God, they feel fun on this rod. Oh, should have got them the first time. Oh, there we go. Bring them up front here. Another keeper. We're just slowly getting on them. Those are just keepers. Man, they feel great on this rod. It's helping me stretch out and reach to those fish that are out there, and maybe push to some. God, that one was hid. I mean, it was hid. in that tree. May not be very big though. Oh, well, another keeper. Not giants, but we'll take them today because we got a new rod and we're just playing with it.